Jain everyone. Today I am Gaurav Kumar, Assistant Professor in CSE Department from Ajay Kumar Garg Engineering College. Today we are discussing about the OOPS concept of Java and why to study Java, why do we use the Java in the coding field. Introduction of Java. Java was originally developed by Sun Microsystem in 1991. Means when Java was introduced, it was first discovered by the Sun Microsystem, later acquired by the Oracle Corporation. Means nowadays the Java is owned by the Oracle Corporation. It was developed by two persons. One is James Gasuling and second is Patrick Norton. It is a simple programming language. Writing, compiling, debugging, the program is very easy. Means when we are writing the Java program and compiling the Java program is very easy. After compiling, if the error occurs, so and debugging is very easy in the Java. It helps to create the modular program and reusable codes, which we are using the code again and again in our Java program. These are the few key features of Java, why we use the Java programming language. The first is object oriented. Like others, Java, like other languages, they are not object oriented. Java is object oriented. In Java, everything is an object. If we are writing the project and if we are writing the program and we want to obtain the value of any variable, then we have to create the object. With the help of this object, we can access that variable. Java can easily extended since it is based on object model. Next key feature is platform independent. Platform independent means if we are running the program on different platforms, unlike many other programming language including C and C++, when we are using the C and C++ programming language, the when Java is compiled, it is not compiled into a platform specific machine. When we are compiling the Java program, it is not compiled into a platform specific machine rather than a platform independent bytecode. This bytecode is distributed over the web and interpreted by the JVM, Java Virtual Machine, JVM. Next is simple. Means the writing and reading of the Java program is very simple. Java is designed to be easy to learn if understanding the basic concept of OOPS. OOPS means object oriented programming. OOPS concept. Next is secure. Means the security feature, that is virus free or tampered free in the Java is easy. Feature is enabled to develop virus free and tamper free system with the help of Java. And next is architectural neutral. Java compiler generates an architecture neutral object for file format. When we are compiling the Java program, it generates a neutral object file format, that is, which makes the compiled code executable on many processors. Means when we compile that particular class program, it make the executable code on many processors with the Java runtime environment, JRE. Next is portable. Portable means we can take the Java program to other different machines, specified architecture, and having no implementation dependent aspects. And next is robustness. Robustness means Java makes an effort to eliminate error prone situation by emphasizing mainly on compile time errors. Means when we are compiling the error, when we are compiling our program, it means the if any error or bug is arise, it will give at the compile time, that is known as compile time error. Multi-threading. Next key feature is multi-threading. Multi-threading is a feature which means if when we are using multi-threading, it provide uh, many tasks that can perform many tasks simultaneously at a similar time. If we are doing multiple tasks at the same time, then Java provides to do at these tasks, different tasks at a same time, parallelly. If we want to do a 5 tasks, small tasks at the same time, then Java provides multi-threading concept to do these tasks at the same time. Yeah, they can perform many tasks simultaneously. Interpreted in the Java, when we are compiling the Java program, it is converted into the Java bytecode. That is, Java bytecode is translated on the fly to native machine instructions and not stored anywhere. That development process is more rapid and analytical since the linking in incremental and lightweight processes. High performance. It is the another key feature. With the use of just-in compiler, Java enable high performance, distributed, desired distributed environment over the internet. And this is the dynamic feature. Dynamic means Java is more dynamic than C and C++ since it is designed to adapt an evolving environment. Java program can carry extensive amount of runtime information that can be used to verify and resolve accesses. These are the different key features that why we use Java. One is object oriented, platform independent, simple, secure, architecture neutral, portable, robust, multi-threading, interpreted, and uh, these are the different applications where Java is used, or where we can use the Java program. Yeah, where we can use the Java. One is desktop application. These are the application which is used over the desktop. That is Acrobat Reader, Media Player, Antivirus, and many more, which are used on desktop. These are used. These are developed by using the Java. Next is web applications. Web applications are the application which is run over the internet. And the example of web application is javapoint.com, IRCTC. This is the website of Indian Railways. And third is entrepreneur application. Entrepreneur application means which is used for banking application or for financial purpose. Banking application, mostly banking application which are used run on Java. And mobile, embedded system, smart cards, like the ATM card or credit cards, robotics, games. These are the different currently used Java applications which we are using. These are the types of Java. These are the types of Java which we are mainly using for creating the Java program. One is standalone Java. Standalone Java means स्टैंड डेस्कटॉप एप्लीकेशंस जो हमने यहाँ पर पढ़ी थी, ये डेस्कटॉप एप्लीकेशन ये कहाँ आती हैं? स्टैंड अलोन जावा में. डेस्कटॉप विंडो बेस्ड एप्लीकेशन, ट्रेडिशनल सॉफ्टवेयर दैट वी यूज टू इंस्टॉल्ड एवरीवेयर ऑन मशीन. If we are creating the desktop application, means we are using the stand-alone Java program. Next is web applications. Web application means these are the web application we used over the internet. Yeah, like this, an application that run on the server side and create dynamic page. Means जितनी भी हम वेब एप्लीकेशंस ओपन कर ब्राउजर के ऊपर वेबसाइट्स ओपन करते हैं, ज़्यादातर जो भी एप्लीकेशन होती है वो वेब एप्लीकेशन कहलाती है, रन ऑन द सर्वर साइड. नेक्स्ट इज एंटरप्रेन्योर जावा, एंटरप्रेन्योर एप्लीकेशन. अभी मैंने बताया यहाँ पर एंटरप्रेन्योर एप्लीकेशन मीन्स मोस्टली बैंकिंग एप्लीकेशंस. मीन्स जो भी हमारी फाइनेंशियल को रिलेटेड करती हो, बैंकिंग एप्लीकेशन है. एन एप्लीकेशन दैट इज डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड इन नेचर such as banking application, called entrepreneur application है, and high level security होती है, load balancing होता है कि और clustering, मतलब सब एक ही जगह इकट्ठा होता है, cluster का मतलब. Next is mobile applications. Mobile application means which we are using on mobile like Android system, and Java ME are used to create mobile applications. Java, as I mentioned the topic, Java is object oriented language. Oops. Object oriented programming means if any language have to be concept, then these are the four main concept of programming language or oops which it has to be follow. One is abstraction, another is encapsulation, inheritance, and polymorphism. These are the four main concepts which will be followed by any programming language to be object oriented program. Now we will discuss what is these are 4 points, and these abstraction, polymorphism, inheritance, and encapsulation, and these are the small parts of these. Firstly, we will discuss about the object. What is object? Object means a real world entity as a pen, chair, table, a computer, watch, anything which can occupy space, defined as an object. An object can be defined as instance of a class, means एक क्लास का एक छोटा सा इंस्टेंस, कोई भी एक क्लास होगी, उस क्लास का एक छोटा सा इंस्टेंस क्या कहलाएगा? एक ऑब्जेक्ट. An object contain an address and take some space in memory. Object can communicate without knowing the detail of each other. Means जब भी हम कोई ऑब्जेक्ट क्रिएट करेंगे तो कुछ एड्रेस होगा और वो क्या करेगा? मेमोरी स्पेस, सम स्पेस इन द मेमोरी, जो भी मेमोरी होगी वहां ऑब्जेक्ट कुछ मेमोरी लेगा. एंड व्हाट इज क्लास? Class is a collection of objects, means the different collection of objects is known as class. It is logical entity. A class can also be defined as blueprint from which you can create an individual object. Means जहां से हम कोई भी एक individual object create कर पाए वो एक class है. Inheritance क्या है? Is when one object acquire all properties and behavior of parent object. कोई एक ऑब्जेक्ट होगा, ऑब्जेक्ट B1, अगर मुझे इनहेरिट करनी है इसकी प्रॉपर्टी तो दूसरा ऑब्जेक्ट इसकी प्रॉपर्टी B2 इनहेरिट करेगा. मतलब एक पेरेंट होगा, ये पेरेंट कहलाएगा जिसकी प्रॉपर्टीज इनहेरिट होंगी, और ये क्या कहलाएगा? चाइल्ड. It is known as inheritance. Polymorphism means if one task is performed in different ways is known as polymorphism. If one task is performed in different ways means let us take an example of shape. If I have a shape, then it can be triangle, it can be rectangle, it can be square, it can be another. In this we have the only shape, but it can take different ways like triangle and rectangle. Another is abstraction. Abstraction means hiding the internal details and showing the functionality. Means if we are doing something, then we will hide the internal details, how it is performing that functionality. This is known as abstraction. Another is encapsulation, means binding or wrapping code and data together in a single unit. If we have data, then we have to bind that data in a single capsule, is known as encapsulation. Another topic is the object oriented programming language and object based programming language. There are two types of language. One is object oriented and one is object based. The difference between them is object oriented based programming language follows all the feature of OOPS, means the feature which I have showed, these all feature of OOPS. if any language have to be object oriented, then these features to be followed. But if a language is object based, then accept inheritance. Means if a language is object oriented, then these concepts should be followed. If there is object based, accept inheritance. The object based programming language does not follow the concept of inheritance, and all of them, encapsulation, object, class, abstraction, polymorph, these features can be followed by object based except inheritance. But in case of object oriented, all these features should be followed. This is the first program of Java. We are defining the main class, that is class, and class, this is called the class name, my first Java program. And this is the main method which we are declaring here, and this is the single line statement from here to here, which used to print the hello world. First we will describe the main class, after that main method, and the any here the body of program which we used to give here. This is the structure. First is documentation section. This is, these four are the optionals. Package statement, if we used to import anything, interface statement or class definition, these four are the optional. And after that main method या main class, और उसके बाद definition उसकी. ये syntax है, case sensitive है Java application. Means if I am writing hello and hello, both are different for Java, because I use capital H and small h. This is not case sensitive. Class name, the class name first letter should be in uppercase, that is M, F, J and P. The class name should be, if several words are used to form the class name, then each inner word's first letter should be in uppercase. In this case that I showed, my first Java program. After that, method name, all method names should be start in lowercase, but if several words used to form the name of method, then each inner method's first letter, here, not here, it is the single, that is main. I will show you in the next slide. This is the program file name. When we are writing the Java file, any Java program, when in this I am writing the Java code with the class file name, my first Java program. If I want to save this program, then file name must be same as the class name. My first Java program dot Java. File name must be same as the class name. If this should not be done, then it will give an error. Public static void main means Java program start with the main method, which is mandatory part of any Java program. Access modifiers, these are by using these in this we use the public access modifier, which means it is can be accessible by anyone. These are the restrictions which is used by the Java: default, public, protected, private, access modifier, and non-access modifier are the final, abstract and strict FP. These these will be discussed in further when we are discussing about the program. This is the compilation and execution of program. If I have to save the program, that is my first Java program, when we are compiling that program, it should be Java C. C means compiler. After that, file name, Java C, and after that file name. If that program is compiled successfully, Then to run that program, I used to write in command prompt Java. After that, the file name. File name. If the only if the program is compiled successfully, that after that I will run that program in command prompt. These are the structure. I have to write the source code, that is .java file. The source code is compiled by the compiler, and that compiler converts the source file into the bytecode, and that bytecode is called by the JVM either of Mac, Windows or Linux. That bytecode is known as the class file, .class file, when we are compiling this program. This is the architecture of JVM, Java Virtual Machine. The class file comes .class file. .class file loaded by the class loader, and this is the Java memory, which there are different structure or methods, and executing engine, native method interface, native method library. We are discussing about these. First is class loader. The class loader reads the .class file and save the bytecode in the method area. Save the bytecode in the method area. Next, come to the method area. What is method area? This is the only one method in JVM which is shared among all the classes and hold the class level information of each .class file, which is known as bytecode. Heap area, that is heap. Heap is the part of JVM memory where objects are allocated memory. JVM create a class object for each class file. Another is stack. Stack is also a part of JVM memory, but unlike heap, means it is also the part of JVM, but different from heap. These both are different from each other. It is used to storing temporary variables only. It is used to class file only, and it is used to for storing temporary variables. And here is PC register. This keeps the track of which instruction has been executed and which one is going to be executed. Means this have all the information that at a time which type of instruction, which instruction has been executed and which should be executed further after that instruction. And another is native method stack. A native method can access the runtime data area of virtual machine. And native method interface, these native method interface, and this is native method stack, and it enables Java code to call or to be called by native applications. Native applications are programs that are specified to hardware of the OS of any system. And there is another that is known as garbage collector, a class that is explicitly created by Java code, and after that it is automatically destroyed. Means जो भी इंस्टेंस जावा ने अपने आप से क्रिएट किए थे और जो वो जब यूज नहीं किया जाता उन्हें अपने आप से ही क्या करता है, जावा गार्बेज कलेक्टर को भेज देता है. This is the difference between what is JVM, what is JRE, and what is JDK. JDK means Java Development Kit, JRE means Java Runtime Environment, and JVM means Java Virtual Machine. JDK is the whole development kit provided by the Oracle, and JRE is the environment only where JVM and library or compiled class files are live. That is known as rt.jar. And JDK is the whole development kit, and JVM is the smallest part of the JDK. This is how we create an object of a class. This is a class name student. This is in this I have declared a integer type variable ID and a string type name. In this class file I declared two variables, one is ID and another is name. After that I declared a main method which is compulsory, and with the help of this student class name I used to create the object of that class. Student means class name, s1 is the variable मतलब जिसके नाम से ऑब्जेक्ट क्रिएट होगा s1, and new is the keyword and student is the constructor here, means creating an object of class. अब मुझे s1 जो ऑब्जेक्ट क्रिएट हुआ है इसके अंदर दो वैल्यूज डालनी है। क्या कौन सी? एक इंटीजर टाइप आईडी की और एक स्ट्रिंग टाइप नेम की। तो मैं क्या करूंगा, system.out.println s1.id और s1.name जो भी मुझे लिखना होगा मैं वो यहाँ प्रोवाइड करा दूंगा। ऑब्जेक्ट क्रिएट करेंगे कैसे? क्लास का नाम आएगा सबसे पहले, फिर वो वेरिएबल आएगा, फिर न्यू कीवर्ड और उसके बाद स्टूडेंट कंस्ट्रक्टर कॉल करेंगे, और उसके बाद जो भी वैल्यूज मुझे देनी है वो मैं दे सकता हूँ। अभी इसमें वैल्यूज नहीं दी है, वैल्यूज में आगे कैसे असाइन करते हैं वो बताऊंगा। यहाँ अगर मुझे स्टूडेंट की आईडी प्रिंट करानी है तो आईडी यहाँ प्रिंट होगी और नेम यहाँ प्रिंट होगा। ठीक, ये मैंने मेन मेथड आउटसाइड रखा है। मेन क्लास ये जो है सिर्फ इसमें इतना ही डिफरेंस है। ये जो मैंने क्या किया था, इसमें क्लास के अंदर ही दोनों चीजें डिक्लेयर कर दी थी और इसमें मैंने क्लास से बाहर डिक्लेयर किया, और इस क्लास में मैं इन्हें एक्सेस कर रहा हूँ विद द हेल्प ऑफ दैट क्लास। जब मैंने स्टूडेंट नाम से ऑब्जेक्ट बनाया था तो मैं यहाँ क्लास बनाई थी, तो यहाँ स्टूडेंट नाम की ही क्लास का ऑब्जेक्ट क्रिएट कर रहा हूँ। ये जो मैंने वैल्यूज लिखी है यहाँ पे s1.id, इन वैल्यूज को इनिशियलाइज करने के हमारे पास तीन मेथड है। पहला है बाय यूजिंग रेफरेंस वेरिएबल, दूसरा है बाय मेथड और तीसरा है कंस्ट्रक्टर। रेफरेंस वेरिएबल और मेथड हम आज देखते हैं, बाकी नेक्स्ट लेक्चर में देखेंगे। जैसा मैंने वहां देखा, स्टूडेंट नाम की एक क्लास बनाई, रेफरेंस वेरिएबल से कैसे हम असाइन करेंगे। आईडी नाम का एक वेरिएबल बनाया और एक स्ट्रिंग नाम का नेम नाम का वेरिएबल बनाया। एक मेन क्लास बनाई टेस्ट स्टूडेंट 2 नाम से और मेन मेथड बनाया। ठीक, इसके बाद ऑब्जेक्ट क्रिएट किया किसका? स्टूडेंट क्लास का, स्टूडेंट s1 नाम से न्यू स्टूडेंट। ठीक, अब इनको मुझे वैल्यूज देनी है आईडी की और नेम की। आईडी को देनी है इंटीजर टाइप और नेम को देनी है स्ट्रिंग टाइप। तो आईडी को मैंने दी s1.id, जो ऑब्जेक्ट क्रिएट किया था मैंने s1, इसमें बताया मैं s1.id को तो सेव करना चाहता हूँ 101, और s1. जो नेम है तो उस पर क्या करना चाहता हूँ, बाला गुरु स्वामी। ये मुझे स्टोर करना। जब मैं इसको ऑब्जेक्ट बनाऊंगा तो ये स्टूडेंट नाम की क्लास का, तो ये दोनों इसमें वैल्यूज स्टोर कर सकता हूँ। तो मैंने यहाँ उन्हीं दोनों को प्रिंट कर लिया, student.out.println s1.id जो भी होगी, यहाँ स्पेस s1.name। तो जो रेफरेंस वेरिएबल आईडी और नेम, इन दोनों की हेल्प से भी मैं इनको वैल्यूज असाइन कर सकता हूँ। पहला मेथड जो था रेफरेंस वेरिएबल, वो तो मैं ऐसे करूँगा, और दूसरा जो है बाय मेथड। बाय मेथड से कैसे करूँगा, मैंने यहाँ भी क्या किया, 2 वेरिएबल ले लिए और एक इंसर्ट रिकॉर्ड नाम का मेथड बनाया, जिसमें मैंने 2 वेरिएबल पास कराए, एक स्ट्रिंग और एक इंटीजर टाइप, और उनको जो इंटीजर टाइप वैल्यू है वो रोल नंबर के पास जाएगी और जो स्ट्रिंग टाइप n है वो नेम के पास चला जाएगा। तो यहाँ डिस्प्ले नाम का मेथड बनाया जो मुझे डिस्प्ले करा के देगा इन वैल्यूज को जो मैंने एंट्री के यहाँ पे की है। सेम मैंने एक क्लास बनाई और एक ऑब्जेक्ट बनाया और मेन मेथड बनाया। यहाँ मैंने 2 ऑब्जेक्ट क्रिएट किए हैं, चाहो तो 1 भी कर सकते हो, चाहो तो 2 भी कर सकते हो, 3 भी कर सकते हो। तो मैंने स्टूडेंट नाम की क्लास का ऑब्जेक्ट बनाया, स्टूडेंट s1 इक्वल्स टू न्यू स्टूडेंट, और s1 जो ऑब्जेक्ट क्रिएट किया उसमें मैंने इंसर्ट रिकॉर्ड जो मैंने मेथड बनाया इसको कॉल किया। इसको कॉल करने पर क्या हुआ, इसमें मैंने 2 वैल्यूज पास करनी थी, एक इंटीजर और फिर एक स्ट्रिंग। तो मैंने 2 वैल्यूज पास कर दी। तो ये जो दोनों वैल्यूज हैं 101 और करण, ये कहाँ जाएगी, आर की वैल्यू कहाँ जाएगी, रोल नंबर के पास, और स्ट्रिंग की वैल्यू कहाँ जाएगी, नेम के पास। तो जो रोल नंबर की वैल्यू है वो क्या हो जाएगी, 111 111 और जो नेम की है उसकी क्या हो जाएगी, करण। ऐसे ही जब मैंने क्या किया, student2 नाम का ऑब्जेक्ट क्रिएट किया है, तो student2 नाम के ऑब्जेक्ट के साथ मैंने रिकॉर्ड नाम के जो मेथड को उसे कॉल कर लिया। जब ये फिर से कॉल होगा तो इसे ये दो वैल्यूज पास कर मांगेगा। तो पहली वैल्यू क्या है, 222 और दूसरी RN। तो 222 जाएगी S2 के रोल नंबर के पास। ये तो जो ऑब्जेक्ट है ये S1 है और ये जो क्रिएट होगा S2 दूसरा, इसमें 222 और RN। जब मुझे इन्हें प्रिंट कराना होगा तो मैं इन्हीं ऑब्जेक्ट की हेल्प से प्रिंट कराऊंगा डिस्प्ले नाम के मेथड को कॉल करके। तो वही मैंने यहाँ लिखा है, S1 डॉट डिस्प्ले इन्फॉर्मेशन और S2 डॉट डिस्प्ले इन्फॉर्मेशन। तो कोई मेथड बना के भी मैं किन्हीं वैल्यूज को वैल्यूज असाइन कर सकता हूँ किसी वेरिएबल को, और रेफरेंस वेरिएबल से भी। तीसरा जो है वो कंस्ट्रक्टर, वो नेक्स्ट वीडियो में देखेंगे। और आज के लिए इतना ही, थैंक यू।